Hey everyone, stick with the us versus herd. If it's your first time here to the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you made money today, comment below, got paid. If you lost money today, comment below, learned a lesson. If you could do me a favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Today was pretty choppy. After the major sell-off yesterday, we did gap down, and then we had a pretty choppy open. Looking at the SPY, we had a gap down and try to pump it up at open, and then it faded. And then kind of all day we were just ticking higher. However, it wasn't that exciting. The one thing that I will say about SPY and the Qs and even IWM, they all came down here. Looking at them right here, they all came down to test the 10-day. They crossed underneath and then they popped back up. Same with the Qs. If we look at the Qs right now, Qs as well came underneath the 10-day. It was detached from the 10-day for quite some time, came under the 10-day, and then popped back up. And like I've been saying, especially the Qs, watch the 10-day. Watch when it crosses below. Look what happens. And again, today, crossed below, got saved back here on June 29th, came below, got saved, and pretty much right now, the Qs are right in the 10-day. IWM, not as exciting, but came under the 10-day as well. It's been kind of sitting below the 10-day, but closed above the 10-day. So very, very interesting price action right now. After hours, we do have quite a bit of movement. You can see like the IWM, Qs, SPY are all up right now, and mainly due to the news of Moderna. Now, Moderna, close this up a little bit here so you can see better. They had good news regarding the coronavirus vaccine. So there's a lot of promise. Still, if I'm not going to read this whole article. If you do read the article, they're still looking for a late 2020, early 2020 launch for a vaccine. So right now, it's not like it's going to come out tomorrow or anything going to cure the world, but we're looking for early 2021. Most likely, it's going to be 2021. That's what they were saying in the article, but they're showing good vaccine results, which is pushing the market higher right now. And obviously, Moderna is jumping up as well. Right now, after hours, it is trading at 87, got a huge bump from 75, hit up high of 89. So the one thing that can kind of sabotage it right now, seeing what's happening here, is just came out right now. Trump is slapping sanctions on China for interference in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong will now be treated the same as mainland China. Trump said no special privileges, no special economic treatment, no export of sensitive technologies. In addition to that, as you know, we are placing massive tariffs and have placed very large tariffs on China. So as of right now, that doesn't say a whole lot, except for we are placing massive tariffs and have placed very large tariffs on China. So I don't know, but looks like the China news. Trump is rolling out the China news again. So just be mindful. We'll see what happens. Right now, that news came out in SPY. SPY is not really moving all that much. Still kind of chilling up here. And other news, we also had bank earnings as well. I did trade JP Morgan, kind of looking at my trades today. I'm on vacation right now. I am 100% mobile, so I didn't really trade. I did make $50 in the Qs. I'm up 175 on GS. I'm up $150. I did sell some premium in August on JP Morgan, but I'm down 91 on that. I think it's a bad mark. I think I'm basically break even on JPM right now. So I'm in August expiration. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with JPM. But looking at bank earnings this week, we had Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and I'm also trading Goldman Sachs for tomorrow. I'll probably also get into Bank of America and Morgan Stanley. I don't really know if I'll be trading Domino's or Netflix. So we'll see. We'll see if there's an opportunity there. But JP Morgan posted a record $33.8 billion in the second quarter revenue, because of shrewd moves made under CEO Jamie Dimon to build up his investment bank in the years after the financial crisis. They also made a bunch more money from trading. Right here it says surging volatility, unprecedented steps taken the Federal Reserve to support credit markets have created the best environment for trading and advising on debt and equity issuance in years. So the bank's Wall Street division helped offset losses in two of JP Morgan's four main businesses, its consumer and commercial bank, as the firm set aside $8.9 billion for expected loan defaults across its operations. So trading is up. So a lot of people are learning to trade right now. Accounts are up. JP Morgan's up. That's why I also went long Goldman Sachs as well. So we'll see right now, like looking at JP Morgan today, pretty much was chilling. Didn't cross below, hit below 97 today, but it bounced back up. Looked like we're going to cross over possibly 100 tomorrow if we can get some good momentum. It almost tried to break 100, but it double topped here around 99.90 and fell back down to the ground. But the 1 year chart's more what I'm interested in here. It's was kind of bottoming out here in the lower 90s, and now it's popping back up. So we'll see if we can get a run to like the 105 on JP Morgan. It did run up to 102. Now, Goldman Sachs is not as sensitive to the loan defaults as JP Morgan is. However, trading is a big key driver for their business in terms of revenue. So that's why I went long Goldman Sachs, because that's a key driver. This pattern's looking very bullish here to me. Kind of was chilling at the 200 and started to ramp up here before earnings. So I sold some premium for August expiration. So I sold some credit put spreads in there, which I was up about $200 at the close. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm expecting them to smash earnings in terms of their trading business. So that's kind of what I did. I'm not really doing a whole lot since I am not around, but Netflix earnings, again, it came under the 10-day and pushed back above. So I think I'm going to try. Let's see if it's up a little bit. Okay, we got implied volatility at 132%. So last week when I checked this week's expiration, Netflix was only at like 80% implied volatility, which I wasn't very happy about because we got a bunch of volatility this week starting yesterday. Volatility has increased to 132% this week, so I'm going to look to probably sell some premium Netflix, and then we can look at Domino. So the thing about Domino's though is you want to be very careful in here because it's a pretty low not the strikes here. So they have pretty low volume. Not even a single one of these cracked 1,000 today. Some of these not even 500 on the puts. Volume did crack 500 on the 400 calls, but that's about it. But you want to be careful about trading that. But right now, implied volatility is also last earnings did a great trade on them when they even though they ramped up beforehand. They haven't really gone anywhere since earnings. Last quarter, I did very well selling premium in there. So again, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take, those are the stocks that I'm looking at right now to get into for tomorrow. And like I said, just a reminder, watch these 10 days. Look how they're testing these right now. They tested it to the downside. Again, the Qs broke through the 10-day and bounced back up. So Delta Airlines, they also had earnings this morning. Delta did close red. They came down about 2%. They fell all the way down to 25, but now Delta and the airlines are ramping up on this coronavirus news. So be very mindful that any stocks that were highly impacted by coronavirus with this new Moderna news is going to have a big impact for tomorrow. Now, they've been fading the pops. I don't know if, looking at Delta, every pop gets faded and looking like it's going to get a pretty tight range, but it could trigger some sort of short squeeze and push up to 30-35 area on Delta. So you want to be careful. You want to be careful if you're short these. I know a lot of people short it for earnings. So if you didn't get out, just be careful. You should have taken your profits, because now, as we know, any sort of good news, bad news is baked in. Any sort of good news is going to push this market higher. I wonder how Zoom is actually. Zoom and the DocuSign, the stocks that were like Corona safe stocks, probably will be going lower on this news. Netflix ticking a little bit higher due to earnings, so we'll see what happens. But I'm expecting that the Corona safe stocks are probably going to take a hit here if the market gets ramping here. Peloton, they did close up 2%, but they took a major hit yesterday, got rejected at around 70, came all the way down today, even touched 60. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for this week. This will be my last, live trading video for this week, because I'm gonna be gone. I'm actually technically gone now, but what's one last one, right? So I do have some more content coming out. If you watch this video to the end, comment watch to the end, hit the like button, and let me know how you're doing. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.